The next question is, what is your unique position or proposition in this marketplace? You'll find a lot of information on this if you go to Google and put USP into Google. Now, this is super important, and really, this is what's going to make you either sink or make you swim. If you've done all the previous steps as outlined, you should be able to do this quite easily. Now, you need to have a story or a positioning that differentiates you from the rest of the people in your market. It makes you unique and stand out. I've said this before. Your own personal story about getting results from this product is the ultimate and most powerful way. But if you haven't had personal results, you need to find a compelling story of someone else's to use. I will give you one huge tip here. Make sure it's true. I'm sure you're not surprised with me saying that. As I said, honesty and congruency is everything in marketing. There is nothing more powerful than a true story. Do you get more excited when you watch a movie that's based on a true story? Or do you get more excited by a movie that's made up? I personally know that I really like true story movies, and I like to know that they're a true story. Now, when I started my business, I actually had a true story. I made myself the go-to guy to solve all the issues these women were having. Not only did I tell them my story, but I backed it up in the service that I gave them. So it's very important to not only tell the story, but you need to back it up with genuine service or deliverability of a product or whatever you're doing. As soon as they contact me, they got everything I stated about me tenfold. I gave them huge amounts of it. For example, one of the things I told them was that I was an easygoing guy, that I was easy to talk to, who was genuinely interested in them as a person. To action that, I spent a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, talking to, texting, and emailing my potential clients. This is where a lot of the other guys failed. They didn't realize that by talking to them, texting them, and emailing them, I mean, I was emailing and texting women, 6 at a time sometimes. And I did way more than just answer all their questions and queries. I provided them with a trustworthy friend they could call on or text or message anytime they wanted. That's what got me the business. I went overboard. I over-delivered and was the person that they always wanted. Now, I showed genuine interest in handling their problems. I over-delivered to the point where I got constant feedback that they must be the only person I was talking to at any one time. The fact is, as I said, I was texting up to 6 clients at once at times just to keep my promise. I was committed. I was passionate. The result was that I had so much business, I needed time out, as I mentioned before. I started to be able to actually pick and choose my clients as well. And I put my prices up, as I mentioned before. I doubled them twice in 1 year. The other bonus is that many of my clients are still friends to this day, and I stay in touch with them. Here's a quick practical example of what this all means. A good friend of mine didn't want to be bothered with having a goal to have $1 million. Instead, he had a goal to have 1 million friends. His idea that life is about networking and connections, and he deemed that if he had 1 million friends, he would make so much more than $1 million. He made his 1 million friends and now has multiple businesses that make him hundreds of millions of dollars a year. That's food for thought, huh? Now back to the truth in your story. Many marketers fall flat here. They're just not trying hard enough. They're just not committed. They're not passionate enough and fail big time because of it. Apart from the fact that you could get into strife with the likes of the FTC, it's just the right thing to do. And if you don't hold that mindset, you need to do some work on yourself because it's the only way you're ever going to make it in this world. Sure, there's cruddy business people out there, there's people who rip people off, but I'm sure between you and me, that's not who you want to be. Happiness is important too. Satisfaction is important too. Being real is important too. So find something real and promote the hell out of it. The other thing to note is that you need to put enough effort into defining these differences that set you apart from everyone else. You need to put some mind space into this. You actually need to think about this and understand your customer, all the things that I've been talking about. If you're passionate about something, this will be natural occurrence in your business and it will shine through easily. So choose wisely. That's the end of this video. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay tuned.